ओम ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। As we have been discussing, especially this Prabhuti Marga, where it has been discussed about that Sambhuti, Vinasham, and Sambhava Upasana. So, in short, Hiranyagarbha Upasana, and that too Nishkama Upasana, not Sakama Upasana. And when a person is able to do this Niskama Upasana, the person will be able to cross over Murtyum. Murtyum means Ragadvesham iti. So that means the person will not be affected with mental impurities. Because the Mrityu, the death, is nothing but mental impurities. So what is mental impurity? In short, that I am not able to allow, let it go. I hold on to. That when let it go never happens in spite of all effort, even though situation demands, still let it go doesn't happen. And when it doesn't happen, in fact, that is called mrityu, death. So in short, my mental impurities is my death. Or else in reality, there is nothing called death. Because physical body never dies. It goes through transformation. And what you call as death, subtle body also does not die. Again, it finds out another body or hangs for some time. So that means, again, subtle body has no death. Causal body, of course not. Then what is death? So death is nothing that my attachment, my ragadvesha. Again, attachment is nothing, ragadvesha. So my ragadvesha related to people, object that I have, name, fame also. That's why Vinasha Upasana, that to Niskama Vinasa Upasana, one is able to crush this Mrityum. And once the person is able to cross over Mrityum, means Ragadvesham, the mind is prepared. And of course, being Adhikari, the person understand knowledge. This is verse number 14. We have seen verse number 15. hiraṇmayena pātreṇa satyasyāpihitaṃ mukham tvaṃ pūṣann apāvṛṇu satyadharmāya dṛṣṭaye. already I have given you the translation. The latest translation, if I write, I have complete book I have sent to all of you. Actually, I remember one thing. We have a beautiful saying. We do Ado in the beginning. We do Ishvara Puja, Guru Puja, Shastra, all these things we do for Jnana Upalabdha. Jnana Upalabdha. So in order to gain, to have Ishvara Krupa, Guru Krupa and Shastra Krupa, we do puja, we do worship, we do respect. And after Jnanam, also these three continues. Not that it stops. This is the problem. When and where it stops, that is the destruction. So why we continue? The first point we highlight, to express gratitude. And more than that, the truth is for Jnana Nishtha, commitment towards the knowledge. Then third one will be Loka Sangrahartha. So these are the three steps, okay? But we do not talk this to outwardly, that for Jnana Nishtha and Loka Sangraham. Loka Sangraham means for the welfare of the society. So we do not talk these 2 points, but always we put one word in order to express the gratitude, I continue. Very nicely. Somebody asked Pujyaswamiji, look, you say Jnani is not affected by anything, even if the person kills somebody, is not punishable. That time Pujyaswamiji opposed. Hey, look, interrupted. Look, you are contradicting your question. How can a Jnani kill? There is no if word. If the Jnani kills, he is not a Jnani. Okay, suppose while going in the car or somewhere something accident happens, that is different. But Jnani cannot take a knife and kill. So if the Jnani takes a knife and kills somebody, you understand the concept. If the Jnani takes a gun and starts shooting, he is not a Jnani. So you cannot, do you understand the contradiction? How is it? Carefully, you need to look into. No. Then what about Krishna? They will bring the example of Krishna. What Krishna did? Krishna did not involve. Even though in Mahabharata war, such a great war, did he do anything? He promised himself, I will never be part of the war at all. Can't you see this point? Then what happened? What didn't happen? That is another thing, okay? Behind the scene, what he did. Even if being Bhagavan, okay? So coming the point very carefully, that what you do, that matters. These three verses are going to highlight that, especially that 16, 17. So this is the built up, okay? 15, 16, 17, 18 also. So he says, look, now the person was continuing, here is mainly Surya Upasana. So we have this concept that we look at the solar disk, the solar or especially Arunam, as hiraṇmayena. That's why Hiranya Vapu, it comes in one of the verses of Lord Sūrya. Hiranyagarbhaya Nama, also one of the name of Sūrya. So he says, look, that he pūṣann hiraṇmayena pātreṇa It's a very nice way of looking at situation. So what you need to do? So he says, look, that as though the path is being covered with a disc. We'll be seeing Shuklagati later on. And here it is covered by this golden disc. It can be taken into many angles. So the golden disc also represents the attachment towards anything that is convenient or promising me, gold, etc. And that is actually is the obstruction. In short, my raga dvesha. So the gold by itself is not a problem, but my raga dvesha towards gold, that creates problem for me. However, here again is being highlighted that this being the gateway, now I pray that apihita satyasya. Now what is to be done? Now, O Hiranyagarbha, now this covering is being, or this golden disc is covered. And what? Satya, the not truth, the Hiranyagarbha here. Now when it is being covered, now what I want? So I want a very simple thing. Hey Pūṣann, means, oh Sūrya, may you remove that. So apihitam. So that means what you need to do? So you need to now remove. Apāvṛṇu iti, not apihitam, apāvṛṇu iti. So that means what? May you remove that. May you uncover that. Because why you need to uncover? He uses this word, satyadharmāya. So you need to uncover that for me. And who is that me? For me, who is that me? The one who is called satyadharma. So satyadharma means here the one who is following Vedic discipline. And interestingly, may you bless me, may you guide me so that I will have dṛṣṭaye, I will have vision, dṛṣṭaye, for the sake of me and to have the vision. Now, when we look at this, again, we come back to Upasana. First, it started with Nivritti Marga, then Pravritti, then finally coming to Upasana. Why? Because, again, next verse also will talk in detail. 16, we'll see that. Very carefully. Remember, what we do regularly, that always rings in our ear. I had requested in few classes that do you have or do you remember any dhyana mantra of your Ishta Devata or Devi? Without blinking your eyes, will you be able to chant? If not, it's not healthy. Why it is not healthy? I will tell you openly. Recently, I had been to a temple. Being Ganapati, Namo Bratapate, Namo Ganapate, Namah Pramadapate, Namaste Astu Lambodharaya, Ekadantaya, Vigna Vinasne, Sivasutaya, Sri Varadamurtaye, Namo Namah. Namaste astu, I change Bhagavan Vishvesvaraya, Mahadevaya, Tyambakaya, Tripurantakaya, Kalagniruddhaya, Neelakantaya. Then suddenly I remember, hey, where am I? Just I'm sharing my standpoint, okay? So while praying, it's not that right or wrong. I'm not talking about that. So while praying Ganapati, I brought his father, okay? Lord Shiva, you can say this relationship. So poor son got confused, okay? So I don't know whether Ganapati got confused or not. For few seconds, I got confused. That's why I'm sharing with you all, okay, today. Then again, I had to start from the beginning. Why? Because I am doing all, okay? When I am doing the, with the Havan time, if I'm sitting there, I'm listening to them or I chant. So in my room, I am in my way. So now can you see the confusion? So also in your life. Because you need to continue one. That's why we give a mantra. We don't change. Not like, logical mind, this incident happened in Rishikesh. So there was a famous actor came to Rishikesh all the way those days. In fact, he chartered a flight and came and landed from Delhi to Rishikesh by helicopter. Those days I'm talking about. Very famous person. And the Guru gave the mantra. Okay. So Guru, what he did, what did not did, let us not talk that aspect. Now this person was very happy. Wow, very exclusive mantra, his assumption. Mantra is a mantra, there is nothing called exclusive, okay? Because you are exclusive, don't think that you have exclusive mantra. Yes, mantra becomes exclusive when you prove that you are exclusive. Not you pretend or you pose that you are exclusive. However, after everything got over, the Guru had said, this is the problem happens. Guru said, this is secret, don't express anywhere. There is no teaching, but why it is secret, we have discussed, okay? Why Shastra is secret, we have discussed in details. And the same person goes out to Rishikesh and discovers the same mantra is being, chanted loudly anywhere and everywhere. Even a child also chants. He got shocked. That means this Guru has cheated me. So much money I gave Dakshina. Now he gave me a mantra which is very open secret. There is nothing called secret. Now, what can you do with that person? Nothing will happen to the person. It is just a time pass. That's why we make it very clear. The upasana that is being given, there are two methods we do. Long back we have discussed this thing. Let me also say this. When people come and ask, Swamiji, I don't know what is my Veda, what is my Shaka, what to do, what not to do. So how to do Swadhyaya? Very simple. That is what we do it. So when I do not know, so listen to your Guru. If your Guru says, look, these are the things to be done, continue with that. No, I need to get into my lineage. I must find out. Yes, please find out. And if you find out, don't come back again. You understand what I'm trying to say? Don't create or give any confusion to your mind. You are not confusing anybody. You are confusing yourself. And most importantly, just observe yourself. Where your mind is focused consciously for a long time, that becomes the key point of your crucial time. Whether you'll be able to open the gate or not is a second point. That's why we have beautiful saying. The story goes, I'm sorry because these are the 3 verses. I'll complete one stretch so that I'm building up. We have a beautiful saying that, he who remembers the God in the last moment will go to that God's loka. If Vishnu, Vishnu loka, Shiva, Shiva loka. We have sayings. In also every religion, including if you observe, that's why in India, people give the name of the child God name. And in your country, both also, child is God, saint's name. This is the little difference. Because you have only one God, so you cannot give the same name will be everybody. So it will be confusion, okay? So India, no problem, okay? If one child becomes Murugan, second one Kartik, second one is Ganeshan, so no problem. So everybody is divided, okay? If nothing happens, if more comes, you can bring some other gods, okay? So the point is that to relate with them actually as a prasada we have discussed. But there are smart people. So like this story goes, there was a businessman who was always busy in business, thought of becoming smart. Look, this is called smartness, okay? I can give the name of my child as God. So when I die, I will be calling them. So that means what? I have called Ishvara. And they will give the example of Ajamila. There was one person. Fantastic. So this person gave 3 children, 3 sons. He was doing a lot of business. And when the death time came, now what happens? So elder son said, look, father is sick, let me go. Fine. As elder son was sitting next to him, towards the end came, and the message went, oh, look, call the youngest one. So youngest one rushed. Now the middle, because he has given, Rama, Krishna, Vishnu. So anyone he will call. So Rama has come, Vishnu has come, poor Krishna is sitting near the counter, the middle one. After some time, middle one discussed within his mind, hey, what is happening? Elder brother went, now young one gone. So that means maybe father is going to share all the secrets and now I will not get anything. So what is the purpose of sitting near the cash box? So he handed over the cash box to the obedient person who is senior person. Hey, look, you take care, I am going to see father. Of course. Now when he reaches there, father was shocked. So all the 3 are there. Suddenly said, hey, look, you 3 are here. Who is near the cash box? Passed away. So what does it mean? Can you see? So where my mind is dwelling upon all the time, whether I like it or not, that will flash back. You can see for yourself. Whenever you have any critical situation, whenever emotionally, physically, you are really down and destroyed, which thought does it come to you? Those thoughts will come, those work will come, which has been imprinted in your body, mind. So there, this imprintation is called upasana. So in the beginning, you do upasana for jnana yogyata. In order to become a yogya person, eligible person for jnana. And later on, you need to continue for jnana-nishtha and lokasangraham, at least not to become, ungrateful. But the process continues. You do not stop anywhere, anything. Or else what will happen? It will not take long time, your mind to confuse you. And when your mind confuses you, I remember, nobody can help you. I was talking somebody today. The person talks, I know nothing will enter. And the person also says openly, look, I don't have to listen to anybody. I am already old person. There is nothing to learn from anybody. Only my time has to give, only I have to give upadesam to others. He talks to me, okay, like this today. Then after this, says, Swamiji, can you help me with this? I said, I'm sorry. I can't. Now, to that person, what can you do? In fact, I told, thank you very much. You are already an elderly person. Now, let us wait for 10 more years. God's grace, we all should be alive. After 10 years, let us discuss the same point. If you can discuss with me with the same force today you are talking, really, I'll respect that you are doing right thing. The person changes the coin and says, who knows who is going to leave? But this is my duty. I said, yes, thank you. That's why let us hold on to. After 10 years, we'll discuss. So in short, the person's mind has confused the person. And when your mind confuses you, the confusion appears to be truth. And you become the truth of your confusion, and you are friend of truth. But in reality, you are friend of your confusion. That's why one need not be, cannot be friend of truth. One can be with the truth. Can you see the difference? One has to be very careful with the vision, because we cannot mix the vision and vision. However, here this is what is being talked. Let us, with this, we can look at the verse at least. Pūṣanne karshe Yama Sūrya Prajāpatya Vuhya rasmin samoha Tejo yatte rupam kalyanatamam Tatte pashyami Yosavaso Puruṣa sohamasmi. Says beautifully, Hey Pūṣan means Hey Sūrya iti. So you are Devata. And that too, here it is direct. And Pūṣan, why it's called Pūṣan? Because you nourish anything and everything. And interestingly says, look, because we consider, this is another point also I would like to bring. No, it will come in next verse will come, sorry. And here it says, Eka Rishe. So Eka Rishe means that the one who travels alone in the sky. In fact, each one of us is supposed to travel alone. This is the truth. And if you start enjoying traveling alone, you'll see the difference in your life. At the same time, when you travel alone, also you need to travel together, okay? Or else it's very painful. You cannot tolerate anybody in your life. That is worst, okay? Then you will start fighting with the mosquitoes, okay, in your room. So that is sometimes, all these depressed people, they travel alone. So how they travel? That's why you need to travel alone externally, not only internally, okay? So I would rather say travel alone both internally and externally. That's why sadhus keeps traveling. The sannyasi keeps traveling. This is because of this reason. And when you start traveling, you have to adjust, you have to manage, you have to take care of many things. So through that, many things are being taken care. And he says, look, Eka Rishe, and of course, Yama. So when he says Yama, that means what? Death, because the time the controller of time. Prajāpatyah, son of Prajāpati. And who are you? Sūrya iti. So Sūrya means the sun directly, direct God. So why? He says, look, now what you need to, I am praying you all the way. Now you need to help me by vuhya. Vuhya means by withdrawing. So what you need to withdraw? Teja rasmin iti. Samuha teja rasmin iti. So what you need to do? So you need to withdraw. Please withdraw your rays, and which is, full of brilliance. Because so that what will happen? I can yatte rupam kalyanatamam tatte pashyami iti. Because when you withdraw this brilliance that is obstructing me, so that I can see the most auspicious form of you. This is called, bhava in upasana. That's why when you start doing upasana with your deity, that's why we say how to have Isha Darshana. Isha Darshana means Ishvara Darshana, seeing the God. It is possible. You can have your Ishta Devata Darshana, absolute no problem. It is possible, and many people have seen. In fact, that gives you enough strength in your life. At least once in life, you should have your Ishta Devata Darshan. It is not impossible, okay? All are possible. Here, in order to do Ishta Devata Darshanam, or in order to have Ishta Devata Darshanam, you need to relate with Devata. Just observe how you relate yourself. Always you relate with your insecurity. All your relations. Look, just observe. A common person relates all the time in which level? All the time the person relates with reference to one's own insecurity. Now, instead of relating with my insecurity, if I start relating with Ishvara, I am taken care. And moreover, you just observe. As long as a person relates with the insecurity, can become secure. They say very nicely, don't misunderstand me. It's like exactly sleep. Oh, I have crossed the time. It is like a sleep. As long as you look for sleep, sleep will not come. When you forget, sleep will take over. Does it happen or not? Same thing also. This marriage, okay? Especially my boys, okay? As long as they were desperate to marry, did it happen? Hey, don't answer me, okay? Then, whenever you got fed up of, let whatever has to happen, let it happen. Suddenly happened. So also security. Can you see this point? As long as you are working with insecurity, for insecurity, remember, you can never become secure. Hey, not that you should not work, you should work, but knowing that it's not going to be helpful in long run. You work, security automatically comes. Here is Ishvara. How we'll relate tomorrow. Om Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पुण्यस्य पुण्यमादाय पुण्यमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Thank you, all of you.